In the Caribbean in particular, we see enormous opportunities and obviously enormous challenges with respect to the nexus of issues surrounding energy security and climate change. And we recognize these issues as fundamental to the region's sustainable development. Obviously, each island in this Caribbean region is unique, but island nations share some of the same challenges in this particular area. This audience understands them probably better than I do, but obviously high electricity prices, a high dependency on imports of oil, and special scale challenges of small isolated power systems are all challenges to these governments' ability to attract private investment in the energy sector and to fund social development. As small-scale energy consumers, Caribbean islands are obviously small emitters of greenhouse gases, but they experience the effects of climate change in the form of increasingly frequent and intense weather events, coral bleaching, coastal erosion, and changing rainfall patterns. This is an issue that the United States takes very seriously. We understand the challenge, the special challenge that it poses to the Caribbean region and to the cause of promoting greater economic prosperity and economic security in the Caribbean. And we want to help Caribbeans address the issue of access to reliable and affordable energy as a key to economic development and competitiveness. So, as a result, we've worked to develop a number of Caribbean-focused issues under the ECPA framework. The Secretary announced in her remarks to the Ministerial in April 2010 that the Department of State would provide a grant to the OAS, the Organization of American States, to support a sustainable energy dialogue with the Caribbean energy ministers in partnership with CARICOM. To advance this work with the OAS and the Caribbean Sustainable Energy Dialogue, we've held several meetings with the Caribbean energy ministers, including in the Bahamas just last October at the Caribbean Renewable Energy Forum. Under the grant, we expect to provide technical assistance to governments on renewable energy and energy efficiency. And we launched an appeal for project proposals. The OAS has received 23 requests for assistance from different parts of the Caribbean under ECPA. And the OAS is in the process of working through those proposals and selecting the finalists. And we'll be making announcements very soon regarding which projects will receive funding support. We also expect the OAS grant to support feasibility studies on electrical interconnection where it makes sense. We think it makes most sense to begin there with St. Kitts and Nevis and Puerto Rico. And we are working to explore the potential for St. Kitts and Nevis to one day export geothermal power to Puerto Rico. Moreover, the Peace Corps, the U.S. Peace Corps, will be training volunteers throughout the region, but in particular in the Dominican Republic, Guyana, and Suriname, along with 8 other countries elsewhere in the Americas, in implementing clean energy and climate change adaptation projects at a very small scale in rural communities. Finally, not finally, but in addition, the Department of Energy, under the ECPA banner, is assisting Dominica on a wind energy project, helping the government of Trinidad and Tobago establish a renewable energy center. And last August in St. Lucia, trained over 30 officials from 10 Caribbean nations on energy efficiency audits in partnership with the OAS. Under the same heading, the U.S. Trade and Development Agency has funded 6 reverse trade missions to the United States on clean energy technologies, helping possible investors and buyers of such technologies better understand the range of products that are available in the United States. We had great participation from the Caribbean, particularly on the last trade mission, which focused on geothermal energy just last month, with participants from Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Vincent and Grenadines. Haitian and Dominican officials participated in previous such trade missions. With Mexico, we are working on an energy efficiency program, and we will soon be inviting Caribbean governments to join this initiative, following up on Mexico's Energy Efficiency and Access Ministerial in Mexico City in last September. One of the foundational elements to our approach to ECPA, which predated ECPA by 2 years, it was our bilateral memorandum of understanding with Brazil on promoting biofuels in the Central America and Caribbean region. And I don't want to take the thunder away from Ambassador Cornero Acuña, who will expand a little bit on these efforts. But let me just say that we've been very pleased with the work that we've achieved with our Brazilian friends in the Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Guatemala, Haiti, Honduras, Jamaica, and more recently Senegal. Finally, let me just say, since this event focuses on clean energy investment opportunities in the Dominican Republic and Haiti, I wanted to mention that under the heading of helping Haiti reconstruct after its devastating earthquake a year ago, the United States intends to invest over $100 million in the Haitian energy sector, a portion of which will be to promote clean energy. Our strategy for the energy sector in Haiti includes $1 million for legal reform efforts in the energy sector, $23 million for reforms of the public energy utility, $90 million for infrastructure capacity improvements, and $8 million for promotion of alternative cooking fuels. Whether we're talking about ECPA, the U.S.-Brazil Biofuels Cooperation, whether we're encouraging private investment in clean energy through events like this one, or bilateral programs, the Obama administration offers a platform and resources through which we can dialogue on sustainable energy solutions with you and develop partnerships to help you address your unique energy and climate challenges. We understand that these issues are difficult and that they are politically challenging. We understand that the Caribbean consumers pay one of the world's highest prices for electrical energy, and we understand the political challenges that these regulatory and political reforms pose. We also have to say that we see Caribbean and the Caribbean market as therefore an enormous opportunity for U.S. clean energy exporters, and we look forward to remaining a key partner of our Caribbean friends as we go through this process. In conclusion, let me just comment that under the heading of things being difficult to implement, we've been very impressed by the advances that have been made in law and regulation in various countries, including here in the Dominican Republic. We understand that in many cases we're looking at areas where industries have a set way of doing things, and it's therefore difficult to innovate, and it's a big challenge. But we want to encourage everybody to keep moving, motivated by a long-term vision of what the energy sector in the Caribbean can be like, and we want to be available to accompany you all every step of the way in that process. I'd like to conclude by thanking you very much for your attention this morning.